Hurricane Peter McNeely delivered one of the most memorable fights for boxing fans around the world. It had everything: trash talk and provocation, an angry Tyson in his first fight after being released from prison, and critics and media unsure whether Mike had hardened or softened. In other words, everything conspired to make it an epic fight, one still remembered 30 years later. However, that won't be the only fight you'll relive here. So go grab your favorite drink and get comfortable. You're about to witness the greatest moments of the real Iron Mike. I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Massachusetts. Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's butt. McNeely is hurt this time, Steve. He's really hurt. He can barely... Did you hear that? These bold ones dared to disrespect Iron Mike himself. I owe it to myself to go out and beat Michael Tyson like he's my son. He's made for me. Tyson. Now, we shall witness the public execution of those who, through reckless words and shameless actions, provoked the wrath of Mike Tyson and paid the ultimate price. This is boxing. Here we go. The first bold one in Tyson's path was one of the most controversial figures of boxing's golden era, Polish fighter Andrew Golota. Golota earned a place on the Walk of Shame for his dirty tactics in the ring, confusing boxing with billiards by hitting his opponents. Well, in the balls. But when Iron Mike came face to face with the Pole, the cocky little rat turned into a frightened Mickey Mouse. The bell rang and Tyson, assuming the role of exterminator, began the elimination of this particularly large rodent. A devastating right hand landed over Golota's left eye. Tyson was all over him, shots to the head, another right. Golota held on. But how much longer could he last? Golota's pathetic defense was useless, so, true to form, he turned to dirty tactics, resorting to clinching and wrestling. Mike may have missed a few punches, but the fear was clear in Golota's eyes. He had already felt the pain. But Tyson didn't tolerate such rat acts and sent the Pole's filthy rear to the canvas. Down goes Andrew Golota, a straight right to the button. Golota, humiliated, with a cut above his eye. During this one-sided beating, Golota looked like a desperate schoolboy praying for the bell to save him from the teacher's punishment. And somehow, he managed to escape for a moment. After the first round, Golota stood up and cowardly fled the ring, forever a shameful stain on boxing. It's over. Golota quits after 2 rounds. Oh my God. Iron Mike Tyson gave him an unforgettable lesson. Interesting fact, despite fleeing the ring, Andrew Golota later claimed he had suffered a fractured cheekbone and a concussion, but many still remember him as the coward who refused to keep fighting Tyson. The second chapter of our story takes us back to 1990, where leading the ranks of the fiercest headhunters was Donovan Ruddock, better known as Razer. Ruddock barely used his legs at all. But one day, the fearsome ring star showed his dark side. After the bell, he treacherously sent his opponent on a date with Morpheus. With a sense of total impunity as he continued climbing the peak of boxing's Olympus, Ruddock arrogantly decided he would easily dethrone Mike Tyson. So, in 1991, the titans of the ring clashed in a ferocious battle. Scheduled for 12 rounds, from the start, Razer Ruddock surprised everyone using his blades to tear into the legendary opponent. He took a big shot. He stumbled. A left uppercut, followed by a right hand. Here comes Razer. Another left uppercut from Ruddock stuns Tyson. Now Tyson says, "No, hit me again," and the bell rings.
É uma luta que tem tudo que não pode brincar com essa esquerda. Olha o Tyson. O ganchinho curto de Ruddock, ele determina de... Pegou 10 segundos finais, esquerda e direita, a esquerda por esquerda na linha de cintura. Ruddock cruza para um lado, para o outro. E o final do primeiro round.
But Iron Mike switched into berserker mode, unleashing his iron will and raining down a storm of punches on Ruddock. He doesn't seem to care about a hard shot to the body. Oh, what a right hand. Down he goes. He's just not getting all the way through. There's a left. What a counter. It calls into question his integrity, his honesty. A flurry of punches. In the end, Tyson brutally punished the scoundrel and took his soul, sending him from boxing's Olympus down to Tartarus.
Passo atrás. Direita à frente. Pouco no seu controle o Tyson. O telespectador redigiu. Tá faltando trabalho para Razer Ruddock. Nos finais. Terceiro assalto de uma luta prevista para 12. Tentativa de contra-ataque de Razer Ruddock. Direito de enfrentar o vencedor de Medfield. Fora, não pegou a esquerda. Pegou a esquerda. Vai terminar. Olhar fixo no adversário. A esquerda, a direita. Agora foi a direita que pegou na linha de cintura. A esquerda cruzada. Vai a mais envergadura, ele tinha que lutar de forma mais ativa. Terminou e eles trocam.
Oh, the right hand combo. Steele steps in.
A direita. Pegou a esquerda.
Is it over? It's over. It's over. And Mike Tyson has defeated Razer Ruddock here in the 7th round. It's going to be a TKO. Interesting fact. The fight between Tyson and Ruddock was so intense and full of controversy, including a highly debated referee stoppage in the first bout, that a near immediate rematch was held, something unusual for Tyson at that point in his career. The second fight was just as brutal. Saminchan Borrao in February 1989, a British showman appeared on Tyson's radar, someone who could quite literally be called a dildo maker, based on Tyson's famously scathing insult toward him. Coming from Bruno, the great Jesse looks a bit shaky on his feet. Frank Bruno, a foolish athlete who dared to insult and humiliate Mike Tyson in public. I want to knock him out clean, wipe him off the map because he's bad for boxing and his people are bad for boxing. I see myself knocking out Mike Tyson spectacularly, knocking him out. There's no way he beats me, no way. Tyson, filled with rage, eagerly awaited the day his feet would touch down in Sin City, where he could personally beat every last ounce of rat filth out of Bruno with his own hands. Bruno was 27 pounds heavier and nearly 4 inches taller. But from the opening bell, Tyson set out to remind the world why he was called the baddest man on the planet. If he makes a mistake early, you can't fix it, Jim. He was never great to begin with, a left hook from Tyson, but Tyson wanted to move, slip, and roll, be less of a target, and only then did the foolish athlete realize he was standing in front of a true predator, ready to shred his rat shell right then and there.
Bruno's already tagged with a right hand, and there goes Bruno for the first time in the fight. The first right hand. Bruno has all the pride of England standing for him. He get tagged again by a right hand. He's trying to hang on to Mike and hit. Well, all the questions about distractions have been answered as Tyson attacks. Oh man, in round 2, and it looks like...
Still, a good effort at any point. Oh, here comes Tyson. Tyson with coverage. Oh, a left hook from Mike Tyson right to Frank's face. Another left. So, the cunning scoundrel resorted to a disgraceful tactic, turning the fight into a hug fest. He's not even trying to punch if all he's worried about is holding on. But this smug man only added fuel to Mike's blazing fury, and in the next moment, the enraged Tyson plunged Bruno's consciousness into darkness. What Bruno expected, he said he wasn't looking forward to fighting Tyson. There's a Tyson uppercut combination. Tyson knocked him down. Bruno goes down against the ropes, and it's over.
Tyson, where Frank Bruno is just kind of a stand-up guy, almost tailor-made for Tyson. Bruno is caught. Fish be saved by the bell as the big, remember, a fighter cannot be hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele.
Thus, Mike humiliated him forever. Interesting fact, the second Tyson-Bruno fight in 1996 was one of the most anticipated moments of Tyson's comeback after prison. Tyson won the WBC heavyweight title, marking his return to the top. Bruno retired after that bout. In May 1986, Mike found himself in the crosshairs of Mitch Green, a true leader of an American street gang who tried to extort more money from him. Green publicly threatened Mike Tyson, claiming he was ready to easily destroy the ring legend. Tyson, and you know it, if you hit me, I'll kill you. I'll kill you. My last name is Green. That's a sign. Mike Tyson, you're mine. Before the fight, Mike's eyes burned with a fierce desire to punish the scoundrel for his audacity. As soon as the bell rang, Tyson immediately took control, giving the arrogant fool no chance to survive. Let's see what he does about it against a... Tyson comes right out of his corner toward Tyson. Because Tyson moves straight forward, he's coming straight in. Your job as a boxer is at least to clear your head or threaten his rhythm. Eager to fully punish the shameless thug, Mike decided to hit him slowly and painfully, turning the ring into a real torture chamber.
Punch him. Keep that jab in his face and not be intimidated by his punching power. Mike's aggressive right in front of his man. Now we see some head movement.
Well, that's when he throws his punches.
Well, the Green makes is the fact that he does some coordinated that was a frustrated fighter. He's able to throw quicker shots. There's the left hook I was talking about.
And he did draw a warning from Luis Rivera, the referee, about holding. Green's in trouble.
Those shots to the floor.
You can learn a lot just by talking to people he's fought. Look at him here, laughing. He's getting no respect from Mike Tyson, mainly because he's not even closing his fists when he throws punches. That was a good shot. I mean, Tyson there, a solid uppercut. And so, Mike brutally punished the gang leader. Oh, what a left hand. Another day in the classroom, a big left hand to finish it off.
He works his way in.
That was a... And then he seemed to coast a little bit. Look at talking to some of the people he fought.
Look at here.
Just laughing at him.
He's set Mitch Green up with uppercuts. He throws his left. What's going to happen?
Another day in the classroom. Big left hand to end things.
Mike Tyson said, "I didn't want to knock him out or anything. I just wanted to pressure him a lot and make him quit." But 2 years later, Mitch decided to set up an unofficial rematch, this time right on the street. The gang leader showed up to confront Tyson, determined to back up his words. But with one single punch, Tyson added a splash of red to Green's face. That punch was so powerful it seemed like Green went from gangster to church pastor. God healed me. He pulled me out, he brought me through. And now I look toward my future. Interesting fact, the street fight between Tyson and Green happened in Harlem, New York in 1988. It's said Tyson broke Green's nose and split his lip, an incident that Green later sued Tyson for, claiming assault. Green actually went through a period in his life where he devoted himself to religion after that event. Finally, the fight we announced at the beginning of the video and the cherry on top of this incredible compilation. After his triumphant return from prison to the ring, the honor of welcoming Tyson fell to a particularly arrogant and cocky boxer, Peter McNeely, nicknamed Hurricane. Believing that Iron Mike had gotten rusty after his prison sentence, McNeely allowed himself to show blatant disrespect toward his opponent. "I'm Hurricane Peter McNeely from Medfield, Massachusetts. Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass. You've got a big bulge in your pants." Tyson didn't fall for his opponent's dirty games. Instead, he let his fists do the talking. Big movement in the last few months, and here we go. And McNeely, as advertised, goes straight at Mike Tyson. Down goes McNeely within seconds of the first round. McNeely, eager to live up to his nickname, rushed in to destroy his opponent, but was immediately met with a sedative dose from Tyson. Seconds into the fight, McNeely on the canvas. 1 minute in, McNeely has already gone down.
Nonsense, because they were starting to butt heads. Oh, Mills lanes and stopped that nonsense. Tyson with a left hook, right up, and then down goes McNeely.
McNeely was unable to counter Iron Mike, striking not like a hurricane, but more like a refreshing breeze. Mills Lane stopped that nonsense because they were starting to clash heads. Oh, Tyson with a left hook, McNeely down again. McNeely is hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely... In the end, the king of boxing quickly brought McNeely down from the heavens, turning him into a fallen angel and adding another cocky victim's head to his collection. At first glance, it seemed like McNeely, Tyson's first obstacle on his road back to glory, was actually the WBC champion Trevor Berbick. Fun fact, Mike Tyson's fight against Peter McNeely in 1995 was his first bout after being released from prison, and one of the highest-grossing non-title fights in history, generating over $96 million in pay-per-view revenue. It lasted only 89 seconds. Trevor Berbick had a notorious reputation as a dirty fighter, often resorting to dishonest tactics like punching opponents in the back of the head, showing no regard for their health. The bell has sounded. Look at this. Trouble right above us, and he can't get up. He was also known for having sent Muhammad Ali into retirement, inflicting significant damage to the health of the greatest. He could always take a punch, but now he's in trouble. Yes, he's in trouble. Trevor Berbick.
Ali having a good round now, but solid punches are just above us. Berbick is pounding everything in on him, really trying to level him. Always could take a punch, but now he's in trouble. Yeah. Berbick all over Ali, but doesn't believe it.
These reasons were more than enough for 20-year-old Mike Tyson to mercilessly destroy Berbick in the ring. Easier said than done, but if he can't do it, then he could be hunted down. No wonder the fight was called Judgment Day, as from the very start, Mike began delivering retribution with his fists, punishing Berbick. A big right hand. Tyson's punches even sound different. Trevor Berbick, we should point out, has gone down twice. Another big shot from Tyson. Berbick is in a lot of trouble.
Fight plan. Oh, the right hand gets him to the lazy left. Watch Tyson load up with left and right in round one. Tyson clips him with it. Mike as soon as, a right hand. But Berbick and Tyson clips him with the left hand. Look at this. Combination. And Berbick winning championship of the world. Trevor Berbick and Mike Tyson. Tyson goes to work right away, and he gets Trevor in trouble. He can hurt him anytime. Left hook, right hand.
Down he goes. The punches came in such rapid succession but Berbick, trying to show Tyson's punches had no effect, mocked the baddest man on the planet, effectively signing his own death warrant. In the end, Tyson ruthlessly punished the arrogant fool for all his sins, leaving Berbick stumbling and losing his sense of direction in the ring, making Tyson the youngest heavyweight champion in the history of the division. That was a body shot and an uppercut to the head. Berbick is down.
Bangs the body. Wow, that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able, as Trevor Berbick falls back in the ropes. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart. Don't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out.
It's over. That's it. And the heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Tyson. Fun fact, at just 20 years and 4 months old, Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in history by defeating Trevor Berbick, breaking Floyd Patterson's long-standing record from 1956. The way Berbick staggered and collapsed in the ring has since become one of the most iconic knockdowns in boxing history. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. We promise to bring you more content like this. In the fall of 1987, during a fight for the undisputed world heavyweight title, Mike Tyson decided to settle a personal score with an old nemesis, Tyrell Biggs, who had once stolen Tyson's chance at Olympic gold. Now, 3 years later, the arrogant Biggs believed he could once again take away Tyson's well-earned world title and publicly humiliated Mike in the process. You know, I owe it to myself to go out and beat Michael Tyson like he was my son. He's made for me. Tyson. As soon as the bell rang, the audience was frozen in shock by Ty's performance. The King of the Ring suddenly found himself in the role of victim, and the fight resembled a father disciplining his child. A good jab is very effective. It's going to keep him like that. It's the upper part of the jab, like he's doing now, to keep Tyson from getting close. With each passing second, Biggs grew more confident and began to neglect his defense, foolishly tempting fate. He's going for the head now. There's the jab again, and he follows with the right hand. That was a little quick right hand from Tyson. But Tyson, unwilling to tolerate such disrespect, decided to teach Biggs a lesson in manners, unleashing a harsh lesson in discipline.
Tyson hasn't really been as wild as we've seen him in some of his previous first rounds.
Well, they've got to be well apart, yeah. But it's a tribute, really.
That's where the most damage is done. That was a big right hand, the best punch of the fight. There's the left hook. That's the punch he said he was going to throw. Huge left hook by Tyson. and a Tyson combination on Tyrell Biggs. Now come the uppercuts. He took a big left hook there. Oh, that was a tremendous left hand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. From there, Iron Mike showed no mercy, punishing the arrogant upstart until he was sent to meet Morpheus. That's it. He's gone now. No legs left. And 10 seconds to go in the round. There's a left hook. He's down again. It's over, and it wasn't even close. Fun fact, Tyrell Biggs was the only boxer to beat Mike Tyson during the 1984 Olympic trials, denying Tyson the chance to win a gold medal. Tyson vowed revenge, and when they finally met professionally, Tyson admitted he prolonged the fight deliberately just to punish Biggs for what he considered past disrespect. It was a personal and calculated act of vengeance. The final stop in our story takes us to July 1987. Carl Williams, eager to make a name for himself, boldly declared that he was superior to Tyson in every way. However, he failed to recognize that 17-year-old Mike was just beginning his meteoric rise, while Carl, at 23, already had 11 professional fights under his belt. The next day, the very next day, I came to the gym with a different attitude toward him. I got in the ring and I destroyed him. But only 6 years later, that young man had already claimed the title of undisputed world champion. And so, in 1989, the time for retribution had arrived. You're right here, Tyson. That's a certainty. From the opening bell, Carl tried to keep the beast at a distance. A positive start from Williams. He would feel more secure if he stepped back and kept an eye on Tyson. But Tyson only needed one punch. He hasn't done that tonight? I wonder if that's a change in plan. Oh, what a left hook. Well, he certainly wasn't cold, Jim. In fact, it looks like Carl Williams has been knocked out in the first round. Will he get up, or will the ref stop it?
Unnecessary punches, illegal punches. Jab is so strong. That should have...
And just like that, Tyson took revenge on his offender, Iron Mike Tyson. Fun fact, Tyson's victory over Carl "The Truth" Williams was one of the fastest and most devastating knockouts of his career, lasting just 1 minute and 33 seconds into the first round. Williams had earned the nickname "The Truth" for claiming he was the real challenge to Tyson, but the result sent a clear message about Mike's dominance. Friends, today we've shared the list of those bold enough to challenge Mike Tyson and who paid a very high price for it. So remember, respect Mike Tyson. Thanks for watching.